Hey everybody, Lori Broccoloni here, happynaturalhorse.com and Natural Equine Remedies, helping you help your horse stay sound and healthy using natural remedies and preventing illnesses. So this is from the Wellness Magazine, Equine Wellness Magazine. They've done an article on me on my pain point release a long time ago. The vicious cycle of stress and illness in horses, how Chromium helps. Now this is an interesting article. I didn't realize that a lot of stress causes laminitis. So you will find this real quick, okay? So just like in humans, prolonged stress, which I know, because I'm raising 3 stepchildren that are adults in their 40s, and they drive me nuts. Anyways, let's take a look at how supplements and chromium can minimize the negative effects of stress. Now, I always say to use chromium for IR and laminitic horses, especially chronic ones. You want to use that, and you want to use a homeopathic remedy. I think it's called colic floor. Yeah, it's colic floor. And that's in my book, Natural Equine Remedies. And you can find it there. It's very helpful. I'm going to be doing live once I ever get out of Facebook jail. But in the meantime, I'm just going to upload this video. I'm going to make it quick. So stress and illness are 2 things that many of us have dealt with in the past year. Together, they create a vicious cycle of magnifying the impact of each. What is stress? Stress is defined by a biological and physical response to new threatening circumstances. And of course, our horses can be under a lot of stress due to a lot of factors, mostly diet. And mostly not communicating with your horse, forcing your horse to do something it doesn't want to do, which causes stress, not communicating with the horse. And yes, you can communicate with your horse. There's a lot of people out there, it's like you do as I say, not as I do. A lot of people are just riders. They don't want to connect to the horse. My daughter cannot sit with a horse. If she wanted to, she couldn't. She's tried it, but she loves to ride them, and she gets the communication on the back. And she watches them, and she's done very well by doing that. But sitting, I do the sitting, I do the groundwork, and that's where the communication comes in. So, the inability to hit the inhibitory impact on the immune system, and why it seems that we and our horses often become ill after an extended period of stress. And a lot of that is stall stress, not having a partner, not being able to come and go out of their stall as they please, and not being in a herd dynamic. So, continued elevated cortisol levels have been found to suppress the lymph node perforation growth. I can't really say all these words. They're big words for me. But you get so the frontline immune cells are attacked by foreign invaders, such as bacteria and viruses. The suppression reduces the body's ability to fight off infection, leading to increased risk of disease. I also would add that poor diet, lack of nutrients, and what not to feed, which is in my book, Natural Equine Remedies. If you're interested, you can pick up the book for like $20 on Amazon, or you can buy it on my site, Natural Equine Remedies. It has it all there. There's videos on it on my YouTube channel if you subscribe. So you can learn a lot about that. My horses haven't been on any of those things, and my pony is like 33 years old and still running around like a 2-year-old. So, the result of elevated cortisol increase the level of, pro-inflammatory cretins, I can't say the word. Anyways, so high levels of this cytokines can create a body-wide inflammation response, leading to conditions such as anxiety, obesity, and insulin resistance. Now, isn't that interesting? Insulin IR. There's that IR. I'm going to tell you where IR comes from, but you all not going to believe me. Who cares? It's the truth. Look in your feed labels. Go to your feed labels. Look inside of it. It's got soy, and IR didn't come in until soy came in about 15 years ago. They started adding soy. I didn't know what else to do with it. So they started adding soy, leftover soy into horse feed. All of a sudden, you got IR, 40 years old. You got IR at 10 years old. You don't have IR that early. My vet said it never happens. But what happens? What does soy have in it? It has estrogen in it. So you're giving your horse estrogen. And estrogen will block the thyroid, which blocks the pituitary gland. And the pituitary gland and the thyroid regulate the digestion. And then you have IR. So you can help it by taking it off the feed first. And don't feed anything with soy in it. Get smart about it. So insulin resistance can have negative health effects and performance implications. So your horse might not want to move forward, or he might be blocking the magnesium that he needs to keep him calm and the muscles relaxed, etc. Now you can go get your machines and your lights and your chiropractor and all that. You don't solve the internal part of the horse. Hello. Just like if you go eat McDonald's every day. Hello. What you gonna feel like? Okay? So, however, when activated due to the immune response, they become completely reliant on the glucose to fuel the function. If the ability of the immune cell to take up glucose is limited, overall immune response is lessened, making it more difficult for the horse to fight off any kind of disease. And you're seeing a lot of EPM now. Don't know why. I'm thinking EPM is A, ivermectin, B, ivermectin, C, ivermectin. Doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier, so it doesn't kill the parasites. You need a formula to cross the blood-brain barrier. That's why I either use oregano essential oils in the fall and the spring. I feed that to them. I feed them the Worm Guard from holistichorse.com, and I give them the Ultra Plus twice a year for about a week. That crosses the blood-brain barrier, and it also reduces any kind of parasite that goes in there. And oregano oil will help that too. So the benefits of chromium, okay. The nutritional approaches help your horse feeding chromium daily, can reduce the negative impact on the stress. It supports the immune function. Chromium also helps regulate the sugar, by the way. So it reduces the cortisol level, and that wouldn't be bad for us to take either. You can get some chromium from the vitamin shop or Amazon. So it reduces the immune function. It has shown to increase insulin sensitivity, improving cell ability to utilize glucose. By maximizing the ability of immune cells to use glucose, the horse can mount more significant immune response to infection or disease. It's not only immune cells that can benefit to improve the glucose utilization. However, almost all cells, reproductive muscles, and others, they rely on the glucose to fuel their function. And that's good to know. So they give you a place to go to, and then they show you what to feed for leaky gut syndrome. Same thing I probably have. My brain's coming back. Ear cannelling's helping a lot. And I am taking the boo. Toxins from molds. Leading to this all is a nice little chart here, and I will put this down in the bottom of this video when I YouTube it. But I'm going to try and put it up live. Subscribe to my channel, share this thing, and leave a comment, please. HappyNaturalHorse.com. Have a good day, guys.